What's going on there, ladies and gentlemen? Thanks for joining me for some more Road to Regionals today, where I attempt to climb the online rankings, try to become a better competitive battler as we go along. Today is going to be the last day. We're using Jack the Battler's team, a Fire Pledge team with the Venusaur and the Charizard with a lot of strong options, as well as the Scarf Mamoswine. We're going to hop right on the ladder right here. Our record is pretty crappy. I did a lot of battles offline. I'm just trying to test multiple teams out for future events, and fortunately I lost like 9 in a row, and then I won 4 in a row. I wasn't doing too good, so that's why our ranking looks like that. But we're going to be playing a player, I believe they were 1430, and they have a very interesting team. They have a Snorlax. Okay, so the only one you typically won't see in VGC, at least, you know, in the current metagame, is the Snorlax. The Snorlax is pretty interesting right here. I have no idea what the hell it could do, to be honest with you. No versatile, I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe, like, does it even get minimized? We'll see. If he even brings it. Well, he's gonna have the Snorlax, the Porygon 2, he's got the Egg Slash, the Tyranitar Venusaur, and the Sylveon. Obviously, the Venusaur is the only option for the Mega right here, so I'm definitely gonna be bringing Charizard. He will definitely be bringing his Tyranitar, probably his Porygon 2 as well. What is a possible lead right here? He's definitely gonna lead with his Tyranitar. Or he could switch his Tyranitar in when I get the sun up, but it's not rain, so it won't do. It only decrease the damage output for my heat waves. It won't like diminish it. So I think we're just gonna lead Charizard, Venusaur. Yeah, Charizard, Venusaur. You know, worst comes to worst, I could just like, I don't know, protect and then go for a Grass Pledge into Tyranitar. Who do I want to bring in the back? I'm shivering right now. It's freezing in my room. I have to, like, do I have my, yeah, I have my hoodie behind me. I'm gonna put that on in a second. I apologize. Scissor's looking pretty good, especially for that Venusaur and the Sylveon. I'm gonna bring Scizor in the back. And Conkeldurr for both the normal types. And I could just, and it, yeah, does pretty well against his Egg Slash. So that's who I'm gonna bring. I'm gonna put my hoodie on. Alright, we didn't miss much. We just seen our leading Pokemon. Is going to lead with the Sylveon and the Porygon 2. Most likely Trick Room. And he's going to get Download, and he's going to have an increase in attack, which I don't mind at all. At least it's not special attack. Okay, Sylveon really can't do too much right here. He could fire off a Hyper Voice. It's not going to do too much. But then he could Hyper Voice Ice Beam, but I don't see that play happening. He's probably going to go for the Trick Room right now. Porygon 2 usually does not carry Protect, and to be completely honest with you, don't know whether or not a Fire Pledge would take out, even take it out in the sun. So, we could go Fire Pledge, Sludge Bomb. What would do more damage, the Fire Pledge and the Grass Pledge, or Fire Pledge, Sludge Bomb? Let's test it out. Let's do it. Let's do it. Whew, man, it's freezing in my room. I have no idea what's going on. It's like, one day it's like 70 degrees out, the next day it's 30 degrees out, and it's 30 degrees out right now. And I just got home from work, and I've been working all day, and, you know, I was sweating in work, and now I'm all freezing cold for some reason. Okay, so we're gonna get the sun up right here. Do we see a Tyranitar switch in? Well, he would have switched in before he Mega Evolved, so, no. Okay, so I didn't think it was. But at least we get that wall of fire up. It's gonna go for a Thunder Wave into my Venusaur. I thought he would just target down my Charizard. Sylveon's go for a Calm Mind. You know what, that's okay. I could just continuously go for Sludge Bombs. Alright, so this is getting pretty interesting. I do have, who do I have in the back again? I have the Conkeldurr, so that's not good. Well, I do have the Sylveon, the Scizor, so that is good. That is good. So they are going to get a slight decrease in their HP. Now you got the Thunder Wave onto my Tyranitar, my Venusaur. Interesting to see whether or not the Tyranitar comes in right here onto that Porygon 2 slot, because preserving Porygon 2 would be interesting right here, because he can just recover health back, and this is definitely not going to be a Trick Room team, considering the fact that he has Thunder Wave. I mean, there's no reason for him to have okay, so there's no reason for him to Trick Room. I don't really want to switch in on a Thunder Wave. I kind of just want to get rid of this Porygon 2. I really think he's going to switch in his Tyranitar. But if he doesn't, I mean, the Heat Wave should KO. And Sludge Bomb into Sylveon. Sylveon may protect Tyranitar, get switched in into the Porygon 2 slot. No, it's just going to keep his Porygon 2 in right there. It should get KO'd right here. Yep, it's going to do a lot of damage to that Calm Mind Sylveon as well. This Sludge Bomb might be enough to pick up the KO. Even with the Calm Mind, it barely does anything to either one of my Pokemon. Venusaur will be paralyzed, unfortunately, but the Sea of Fire is still there. I think a Fire Pledge could actually take that Sylveon out. Single targeted Fire Pledge would probably take that Sylveon out. Not anymore. Not anymore. Okay, so that's Unnerved Tyranitar. Seeing that it's Unnerved Tyranitar, does that confirm the fact that it's... Wait, I didn't take a picture of his team. Did he have his own Venusaur? He had his own Venusaur. This is Mega Tyranitar. This is Mega Tyranitar. Ooh. Alright, so I'm going to switch into the Scizor. This is Mega Tyranitar, isn't it? Okay, so does Sylveon protect right here? I mean, why would Sylveon protect? I guess to protect the Sludge Bomb away, but Charizard switching out here is pretty obvious. Huh. I'm not too afraid of the Tyranitar. I have plenty of ways of dealing with it in the back. I'm switching in one of the ways I can deal with it right here. But if he goes for a Rock Slide, it won't do too much to either one of my Pokemon. And he's not even going to Mega Evolve, so I guess this is not Mega Tyranitar. Wow. What is going on right now? And a Shadow Ball into the Venusaur. What is going on? And Venusaur flinches. Wow, dude, Venusaur is getting hacked to hell in this game. He is getting so hacked to hell. Okay, it is a 4-3 right now. It is this is very close right here. Okay, so, Rock Slide will get the KO. Sylveon will get the KO with, the Tyranitar will get the KO with Rock Slide. Question is, who protects right here? I can't confirm that the T-Tar is Scarfed. I just can't get past the fact that he is not Mega Tyranitar, because he would have Mega Evolved right there and went for the Rock Slide. Obviously, it has a higher damage output, and he would have got the Stand Up and had the special defense buff. So I don't know what's going on here, to be completely honest with you. There is an option for it to be Scarf. So what I'm gonna just do is I'm gonna go for a I'm gonna sack the I'm just going to sack the Venusaur right here. I mean, Sylveon really has no way of recovering. It's going to bring the Sylveon out. That's okay. Attack the Tyranitar. I'd rather just get rid of the Tyranitar so it can't, yeah, so it can't, get Rock Slides off into my Charizard. That did... Weakness Police! What? What? It still shouldn't KO my Scizor, but what? Oh my god. Dude, what is this? What is this? The Sea of Fire should disappear, I believe, after this turn. Okay, what's going to happen right here? What's going to happen right here? Sun disappear? Does Sun disappear after this turn? I believe it does. Has it been 5 turns? If not, I'm just going to bring my Conkeldurr in. Sea of Fire... Okay, it disappears. I'm just going to bring my Conkeldurr in, and then my Charizard possibly after this turn. Okay, so, yeah, we have plenty of ways of dealing with that, plenty of ways of dealing with the Tyranitar now. We can go for Mach Punch, Bullet Punch. I'm feeling the Mach Punch, right now. But if he switches into Sylveon on that slot, it takes the Mach Punch, and then he still can preserve his Tyranitar, but he probably will sack the Tyranitar? I don't know, this is interesting. I'm just gonna go for this right here. And knock off the Aegislash. Tyranitar's going to protect. What does the Aegislash do? The Aegislash can't be, he can't be weakness policy, so there's that. A Sacred Sword into the Scizor. That's perfectly fine, because Sun will expire after this turn, and he's in Blade form right now, and I went for the knockoff into his slot, so it just should outright KO him right here. Yep. I went for the knockoff into that slot, just because Conkeldurr is extremely slow, and I knew he would be in Blade form, when I went for the attack down onto the Aegislash. Gonna bring Charizard back in here, gonna get the Sun back up, and he can't get rid of the Sun. He can't get rid of the Sun, and I can't believe that this isn't Sandstream Tyranitar. Alright, so Tyranitar can't protect right here. If he does, he's really ballsy. He pulls off a double protect. I'll be pretty mad, but the Sylveon really can't KO either the Charizard or the Conkeldurr. I am Assault Fested, so really, you know, safe play right here. Just going to go for the single down target onto the Sylveon and the Mach Punch onto the Tyranitar, and this should be a win. Yep, Mach Punch should KO the Tyranitar, in which it does. That actually is a pretty physically defensive Tyranitar. It took a Bullet Punch a lot better than I thought it would. I mean, since it's weakness policy, it does make sense to have it a bit more defensive. You're asking for that super defective damage onto it so you can get the attack increase. But, yep, we're going to pick up a win in our first battle right there. That was a very weird team. Unnerved Tyranitar, though. Unnerved Tyranitar. That'd be pretty cool to have Unnerved Tyranitar if you have, like, you know, Yachi Berry, Shardy Berry, you know, Chulpa Berry, you know, Citrus Berry, Pokemon on the field. You know, you prevent them from eating it, and then you can Mega Evolve, I guess, in, like, a few more turns if nothing really is on the field that threatens Tyranitar. That would be pretty interesting, but, you know, you simply just see Sandstream Tyranitar, considering the fact that, he just gets a, you know, special defense buff. I mean, it literally buffs his special defense 50%. Like, that's a huge increase. Like, his special defense is absolutely insane in the sand. And all rock types are. Anyway, player from Australia, 1536, Everlance. So good luck to you, Everlance. He's going to have a really, really interesting team here. So Mega Gardevoir team with the Whimsicott, the Amoonguss, Heatran, Terrekion, and the Suicune. So we see the Musketeer, the dog, that big fire metal slug thing. That's what I like to call Heatran, and the Whimsicott, which is extremely annoying. Here's what's interesting about this team. He could take advantage of the Trick Room as well as taking advantage of the Tailwind. Obviously, Amoonguss takes advantage of the Trick Room as well as Gardevoir, Heatran. And then typically you'll have Gardevoir, Heatran, Whimsicott, Terrekion, and Suicune take advantage of the Tailwind. So he has two great options right there, be it the Tailwind and the Trick Room. So that's something I definitely have to watch out for. Who does he lead here? Who does he lead here? If the Charizard Venusaur, he knows I'm Charizard Y. Could lead with the Terrekion. No, he wouldn't lead with the Terrekion. There's no way. I can get a Grass Pledge into it and protect Charizard, and I'd be faster than him. And he's probably not even sashed. He's probably Life Orbed. Alright, so, Conkeldurr, I don't know. Mamoswine. Well, I can Earthquake everything on his team. I'm bringing Mamoswine. Mamoswine Charizard? Does that even make any sense? Mamoswine Hydreigon? I don't know, the Gardevoir would just completely wreck the Hydreigon. Oh, man. I'm going for it, whatever. Who cares? Who cares? Venusaur actually does a lot of work right here, so bringing Venusaur in the back, and I'm actually going to... Oh, no. No, I went the Summary. I hate that shit when, like, you misclick. Like, I'm just screwing around, like, right now. Like, I wanted to bring the Conkeldurr for the Heatran and the Terrekion so I can get Mach Punches off into them, but unfortunately it looks like I brought my Charizard, which is always, he's never a bad option. So he's going to lead Whimsicott, Terrekion. This is definitely going to be a Tailwind right here. Definitely going to be a Tailwind, and I have no way of stopping that, obviously, because I don't have, like, you know, a Thunderous Baton on my team. So, obviously, there's no way for me to stop the Tailwind from going up, but I definitely can just wreck the Terrekion, but it'll probably protect Tailwind. Protect Tailwind. protects Terrekion. There is no way for him to know that I am Scarfed, but beyond that point, he'll still outspeed the following turn, and he can just close combat my Mamoswine. But in case he goes for the close combat into the Mamoswine right now, and then the Tailwind, I could still get an Earthquake off, and he goes for the close combat the following turn. I could switch into my Charizard, and I think I have the Charizard in the back. Yeah, I got the Charizard in the back. And then, what can I do with my Hydreigon right here? I could actually, well, I can't really do much. I could Dark Pulse the Whimsicott, but still won't do too much, but I can break its Sash at that. Terrekion's getting knocked out right here if he doesn't protect. Actually, bring my Venusaur right here. Bring my Venusaur, get a little offensive pressure onto the Terrekion, unfortunately. I should have led with Charizard and Venusaur. Terrekion will protect. Oh my god, I went for an Earthquake. This, you know, I'm not paying attention. I'm just literally just screwing around right now. That's why I led with Hydreigon to begin with, so I can get an Earthquake off. Alright, so he's going to go for a close combat into... And I break my own Sash. Well, I'm an idiot. Alright, so I did get a crit and break the Sash on the Whimsicott, but I also broke my own Sash, which is kind of retarded. So, now, does he go after my Venusaur right here? He doesn't go after my... Well, if he goes after my Venusaur, I obviously could just protect. He's going to go after my Mamoswine. Alright, so who did I... What do I got going on here? I'm going into my Charizard, I believe, into that slot. And then... Hold on. Let's do this. No, I don't want to run. Okay. I'm going to Earthquake... Earthquake Grass Pledge. Yeah, I'm gonna Earthquake Grass Pledge. I think he goes close combat into the Mamoswine, but I forgot the beat up combination. Yep, we lost. I completely forgot about the beat up combination, and I forgot how completely broken it is. Yep, so we lost. We just completely lost. But at least we're going to knock out the Terrekion, because he can only target... Oh, he's going to go for a Rock Slide, actually. Yeah, he's going to go for a Rock Slide. Yep, we lost. Oh, I couldn't do anything about that. Well, my Mamoswine survived. And he goes for an Earthquake. It should just KO the Terrekion. Or not. I just cannot believe a Stab Earthquake doesn't KO a Terrekion. Tailwind's still up. It's the first turn of Tailwind. Obviously put in my Charizard right there. He won't take a Rock Slide very well. And my Mamoswine's getting KO'd right here. So what I can do is I can have my Mamoswine get KO'd right here, go for the Protect with my Hydreigon, and try to pull off a Double Protect on the following turn. Yeah, so that's kind of what's going to happen right here. So I'm going to go for an Earthquake, he's going to go for another Rock Slide, and I'm going to go for a Protect. I can't really do anything. I forgot all about the beat up combination, so Terrekion's going to Protect right here. That's kind of odd. Because he's burning his own turns of Tailwind. And there's no reason for him to Protect, because obviously he could have gotten a clear as day knockout. He's going to go for an he's going to go for an Encore. He's going to Encore me into Earthquake. Okay, fine, thank you. Whimsicott should be dead now. Now that made no sense at all. Okay, wow, how is it not KOing the Whimsicott? Maybe I got a crit the last turn? I don't know, but Obviously he's going to fire off another Rock Slide, so I'm going to try to Double Protect. Guarantee I don't get it. Yep, I don't get it. And he's going to Encore me into Protect. Oh my god. This is really annoying. But this is the game, so... Yep. Wow, I cannot believe I forgot all about the beat up combination. That is absolutely ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. And it peters out, which is not going to matter though. I have Charizard in the back end. I mean, unless he has like Gardevoir Among Us in the back, there's no way I could possibly win this one. There's no way I could possibly win this. Because if you have the Heat Train in the back, I lose. If he has a Suicune in the back, I lose. I don't have Solar Beam or Hidden Power Ground, so I just lose outright if one of them's in the back. I can only imagine Heatran's in the back to counter my Charizard. There's no reason for him not to be. Obviously, it's the only Mega on my team, and Heatran counters Charizard so well. Gonna go for another Tailwind. Let's see if I outspeed the Terrekion. I'm not familiar with using Terrekions. It's gonna go for a close combat. Oh, well, still KOs. Alright, well, using a completely broken technique right there, but it completely caught me off guard because I'm not familiar with seeing it. I know the beat-up combination in theory, but I just completely, it went right over my head, and wow, that technique is probably one of the most broken techniques in all of the entire metagame, but we're going to do one more battle. Obviously, I had no chance of winning that one as soon as he pulled off the beat-up combination, and I had no way to counter, like, I have no way to counter Tailwinds, and, I mean, he could very well have been Mental Herb, but usually it's Focus Sash, Whimsicott, and I really had no way of dealing with it, so we're going to do one more battle. I mean, I can't really think of anything else I could have done better in that battle. I couldn't have done anything better in that battle. I mean, maybe if I led with my Scizor, I can get priority. Well, if I brought my Scizor, my Conkeldurr, I could have gotten priority Bullet Punch and Mach Punches off into the Terrekion. But well, if I led with Scizor and Conkeldurr, that would have been a lot better, and I didn't bring either one of them. And I probably could have went for a Bullet Punch, Mach Punch into the Terrekion, and the Terrekion should have actually died at that point, so I probably could have done that. So, obviously not bringing the best of Pokemon right there, but unfortunately I have no experience with this team. So, anyway. We're going to be facing Sandra right now, 14A player from Austria, so Austria, and she is going to have a team of Cresselia, Conkeldurr. Oh, this is a Trick Room team. The like Scavalier, the Gastrodon, the Sylveon, and the Camprupt. Wow, this is a Trick Room team if I ever seen one. And Scavalier is extremely powerful in a Trick Room, and it's probably like Mental Herb Cresselia. And there is nothing on my team. Well, I can actually my Hydreigon, but then he goes for Mach Punch with his. I could definitely see Conkeldurr and Cresselia right here, because he has to imagine that I'm going to lead with my Hydreigon to counter his Trick Room getting up. I mean, it's the only Cresselia's the only one that could set up the Trick Room on his team. But if he leads with his Camprupt and his Cresselia, it's not a good idea, because he won't be able to take out my Hydreigon with his Camprupt. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring my Hydreigon. I'm thinking about it too much. Who else would be good at countering Cresselia? Hydreigon? Scizor? I think Scizor would be a really good one. U-turn out as well, so he doesn't get hit with the Heat Wave. And I could switch into my Charizard. And, let's see, Conkeldurr. I don't know, Conkeldurr really doesn't have a strong matchup in this game. Can't really hit anything on his team for super effective damage. Mamoswine's not looking half bad. I can Earthquake every single one of the Pokemon except the Cresselia. Venusaur. Venusaur would do a lot of damage, actually, to the Gastrodon and the Sylveon, but then yet again, everything else completely ruins it. Venusaur, Conkeldurr, Mamoswine. I'm going to bring the Venusaur in the back. I always have that option to outspeed. Well, I mean, I'm going to outspeed all of his Pokemon regardless because he is a Trick Room team. Whew, this is going to be... Alright, so we... we got to get out a lower ladder. I have to find more time in order to level up, get my ranking up. So Camprupt, Cresselia are going to lead. This is like Dave Polaro's team right here. Every time... we only face each other twice, but every time he led with Cresselia and Camprupt protects, and Cresselia goes for the Trick Room, so I'm going to go for Dark Pulse. Always has the chance to... Do I go for Knockoff? I think I should go for U-turn in case the Camprupt goes for... Yeah, I'm going to go for U-turn in case the Camprupt goes for a Heat Wave. I don't even know if Dark Pulse, Life Orb, Flinch Chance, that's the best option I have to countering the Cresselia. And if the Cresselia doesn't switch out right here, it may be KO'd. I don't know if Dark Pulse U-turn can take it out. But we have to go for that right now. And if the Trick Room gets up, it's going to be an uphill battle from that point on. even if I taunted it, it wouldn't do anything, obviously, because it most likely has Mental Herb. There's no way this thing does not have Mental Herb on it, considering the fact that this team relies so heavily on Trick Room. Yep. Oh my god, it's not going to be able to take it out. Cresselia is just so bulky. Oh my god! Never mind, that was a critical hit. I was going to say, I did not think we were going to be able to take out that Cresselia. Holy crap, and it looks like he did go for the Heat Wave to take out the Scizor. And thank god I brought my Scizor and Hydreigon to take out the Cresselia. He has no option for Trick Room anymore, and he's going to go for the Flamethrower, probably into the Scizor. Perfect. That does a ridiculous amount of damage to my Charizard. Holy shit! Oh my god! Okay, so we may see Protect, Camprupt, and Hyper Voice. Yeah, we're gonna see Protect, Camprupt, and Hyper Voice. So I'm gonna Protect Hydreigon, and... Nah, Camprupt's gonna attack. He's gonna fire off a Heat Wave. It's gonna get rid of my Charizard, and then I'm going to get the Sun Up for him. So I'm kind of, it's still, even though I got rid of, I brought 2 Pokemon super effective damage with the goddamn, god, this is not good. I have no choice but Mega Evolve. Go for, do I go for Heat Wave or Fire Pledge? Or Ancient Power? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna Mega Evolve and go for the Heat Wave right here. Hopefully, I'm anticipating the Camprupt to Protect. Camprupt protects. I am in such a good position right now because then I can just Earth Power it the next turn, and I don't believe, yeah, the only Levitator on his team was Cresselia, so anything that switched in is gonna get switched into a Earth Power. I think the Camprupt is going to protect, and he does protect. Awesome. Perfect. And a Sylveon should fire off a Hyper Voice, which won't do too much. He does protect this off. I was actually going to go for a Fire Pledge, but this should do plenty of damage to the Sylveon, in which it does. Okay. Oh my god, Charizard. Holy crap. I was going to say, that had to have been a crit. And it's Life Orbed. Okay, so I'm going to go for Earth Power. Actually... what does more damage? Earth Power? You know, I'm going to go for Earth Power. There's no way I'm relying on Draco Meteor right now. Draco Meteor is so ridiculously inaccurate. And I'm going to go for Fire Pledge. I don't think the Earth Power will KO. The Sylveon will protect, which is perfectly fine. He should still not be able to KO my Hydreigon if he goes for a Flamethrower into that slot. It's probably just going to go for Heat Wave. This should do a shit ton of damage. And it does. I knew it wasn't going to KO, though, but I wasn't going to rely on Draco Meteor. I'm going to go for the Fire Pledge into the Sylveon, which is fine, and he's going to go for a Rock Slide. What the hell? Communication with the other trainer was interrupted. Well, there was really no reason for him to quit. He's going to get rid of the biggest threat on my team, which is the Charizard. But a Rock Slide. A mixed set Camprupt with Rock Slide. Flamethrower! Yeah, we definitely need to get out of lower ladder. Lower ladder is just throwing my knowledge of the metagame off because so much weird shit happens on it. I have to, like, I think all day tomorrow, Sunday, like, regardless whether or not I'm watching football, I have to battle all day long in order to get out. Like, even if I get into the, like, mid-1500s, we'll at least start to face the 1500s and 1600 players. I need to get out of the 1400s right now. Fortunately enough, we're going to pick up 2 wins in this episode. You know, that beat-up combination completely threw me off, but, you know, I couldn't do anything about it after the fact. I could have brought my Camprupt, I mean, not my Camprupt, I could have brought my Conkeldurr and my Scizor in that match, you know, to compensate for that, but obviously I didn't. I really wasn't anticipating that. I wasn't even anticipating Terrekion Elite, but, you know, now that when I see a Terrekion and I see a Whimsicott on a team, I'm gonna, like, beat up. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. It's going to be the last episode for Jack the Battler's team. Thank you for suggesting this team, Jack. It is a very powerful team. I'm sorry that I didn't do as well as you do with it on your channel. I'm very unfamiliar with this team, but it's definitely a team that I would like to use in the future and try to build around. Anyway, guys, please suggest teams down below that you would like me to use next week or tomorrow or this week coming up. I'm going to be using Andrew Davis's Premier Challenge team that he used this previous weekend, last weekend. I don't know what's going on right now. He used it 2 weekends ago. He battled me with this team, and I'm going to be using his team. He's going to be using my team on his channel, so go check his channel out. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon VGC. Peace!